Some people would say that I'm a cynical person, and they're not fully wrong in that regard. I can be hard on the stuff I watch or play, but I'm not that big of an asshole. I'm getting there though, don't worry about that. But I'm mainly hard on the stuff I watch because I expect better. There is usually something to like or take away from any form of media, except Poppy Playtime. I hate it. Fuck the people who made this game. If you don't know anything about this game, then good. This means that you go outside and you don't watch garbage on YouTube Shorts with these half-baked character constructs. This game is under the genre of Mascot Horror, a term used for games built around a cast of colorful characters, usually cute creatures with horror undertones, sort of like how some people make creepypastas, where they make the blood come out of Peter Griffin's eyes. And like those creepypastas, they're poorly written, not scary. Third thing insert here, many horror products are technically mascot horror. Jason, Freddy, Bobby Kotick are all mascots in their own way. I mean, the whole point is to make money, and since kids are stupid, it's perfect. Even adults who act like kids love this shit.
You need to run.
Alright, that's fun. That's fun.
Mascot horror has become such an oversaturated market that it no longer has a chance of gaining any respect outside of iPad kids.
Bambalina, Sting the Flame, a pillow boat, and awesome Huggy Wuggy. This is me, but like I don't want to use it.
These problems of saturation, stagnation, and corporatization makes Poppy Playtime the endgame of mascot horror. This is the most soulless, cynical, and calculated products I have ever had the displeasure of interacting with. Originally, I wanted to wait for the whole game to come out, but since this is a chapter-by-chapter game, I can't wait. I'm gonna have to go by each chapter individually until the last one. I just can't wait anymore. And this isn't for a petty reason. Poppy Playtime is a kid's game. I'm not gonna get mad at that. I'm especially not gonna get mad at a kid's game that has a merch store in its menu. The only thing I'm here to critique is the idea that this series is anything more than Gen Alpha, brain-rot, pig slop. Now, I've seen people praise this game for its gameplay and storytelling. They're all wrong, of course. It really makes me frustrated seeing how people call this game intelligent. Most of you don't even know what's good for you, and that's like the main problem in today's world. And if you understand the problems with this franchise and you still like it, that's fine, I guess, but if you have any self-respect, you can tell that there was no planning for the story at all. It's just a skeleton of a bunch of horror tropes. I wouldn't mind this game so much if it was made by like one guy or a small team, but no, this was made by a relatively large company called Mob Entertainment. They are a company that has never worked on anything except Poppy Playtime. It was founded around 2015 and currently has around 100 plus employees, but while working on the game, they were also making animations under the name Zanimation.
Who are you? I'm Jumbo Josh, brah. From Indie Horror Garden of Ban, brah.
Zanimation creates Minecraft-style fan animation starring Five Nights at Fuck Boys, The Pride Pals, and Bendy and the Ink Thing, to name a few IPs.
I'm Jumbo Josh, bro.
Now, I don't understand copyright, but I don't think you can do that. Then again, you can walk down the streets of New York and find Rick and Morty at the smoke shop. I guess nobody cares outside of music conglomerates anymore. It just feels weird that a company who made this game made their own fan animations, and if you watch these animations, the tone is completely different from the actual game.
Among Us, Among Us, Among Us, Among Us.
But the main way Mob makes their money is through toys. Look at all this garbage we got here. Bunch of dust collectors, am I right? And what's worse is that the parents who buy this shit don't know much about the game. They look at this creature and they go, oh, look how cute it is. In reality, it's a fucking murder machine. When you open up the game, the link to the shop is right there. How subtle. They're really just trying to push this out as much as possible. Apparently they're even gonna make a movie, I hear. Why would you make a movie on something that's not even finished? I don't know, ask Emma Roth, the dumb bitch. Now, we obviously know the inspiration to this game, right? I mean, you know the one. He's been around for such a long time. He's super influential and has so many roots in the mascot horror genre. His iconic character design alone, like, transformed the medium. I'm talking about Poochie from The Simpsons, by the way. Poochie was a parody of the corporate mascot craze where corporations would try to sell their product by attaching an arbitrarily unrelated cool character to their brand, regardless of whether or not it made any sense.
Hey, kids, always recycle.
To the extreme! Busted!
You'd see it everywhere. I mean, everyone wants a mascot. Even the military-industrial complex needs a cool animal mascot. So that when an Iraqi child sees a funny skunk on the side of an air-to-ground missile and it embeds itself into their house, they don't cry. It's a great strategy. Mob is a very sketchy company in general. They have been accused of plagiarism and bullying employees. Half of the people who worked on the original 3 chapters just quit for so-called different opinions, which we all know is code word for something bad. I wouldn't mind so much because nowadays this is how most businesses function, but when I heard they were selling NFTs with lore on them, that is where I draw the line. Mob also has a strange way of hiding the rating system to their game as well. You'll notice that the game on every platform other than PC only has 1 chapter in it and it's always rated T, while chapter 3 is only on the PC and has no rating on it. This is probably because they want to market the game to as many people as possible without interference from mommy and daddy. Honestly, the production of this game is really uncertain and I don't think this game will last more than 5 chapters. It could even be less seeing how slow progress is. So after talking a little bit about the company, let's actually start off with talking about the game, and the only place we can start is from the beginning. Chapter 1 was released on October 12, 2021. Originally it was $5, but later they made it free. It was one of the quickest chapters in the series. I beat it around 15 minutes. This is what got people into the franchise, and it wasn't like it couldn't be good, but I'll say it like this. I didn't expect much, but I was still disappointed. Every chapter begins with an intro summary. This one says, as an ex-employee of Playtime Co., you finally return to the factory many years later after everyone within disappeared. Okay, a lot to take in from that. Firstly, who are you supposed to be? Ex-employee is not an occupation. Was I a factory worker, an inventor, the damn CEO? Secondly, how many years has this place been abandoned? Well, it turns out, 10 years. Let me repeat that. 10 years. What? 10 years and nobody wanted to investigate this factory and find these missing people? And am I supposed to believe that the IRS didn't kick down the fucking doors when the taxes stopped being paid? We then watch a poorly made video about this doll called Poppy Playtime. It's not even dubbed correctly. The main point is to show that this doll is an innovation of science. Apparently it's smart or something. After that, we get a letter telling us that we have to come back to the factory to find a flower. We then just load into the factory. We don't even get an intro scene of him sneaking in the building. How the fuck did he get in? And wow, look how clean this place is. 10 years and this is how damaged the place is? Just a couple of broken toys and glass windows leading to nothing? So we play a nameless, faceless, voiceless protagonist. For the sake of consistency, I'll call him Player. Okay, Player, let's take a look at our surroundings. Not much to look at. All right, we got 3 options. Go straight, go left, or go right. If we go straight, we are blocked off by a door with a blue handprint, and if we go to the left, we find a color code, so I guess we gotta go to the right. We go down the hallway to a small gift shop, and again, for a place that's been abandoned for 10 years, the electricity is working like a charm. I mean, look at this Roblox-ass train. It's weird that the textures have not been updated after the other chapters came out. Like, look at this keypad. Reminds me of Garn of Ban Ban. Look how bloody this toy is. Oh, it's so spooky. I might shit my pants. Oh, fuck. I'm so scared. So the only reason why this room exists is to find the color combination for the other room. The train is the code. Cool. After putting the correct code in, we see a VHS. We place it in the TV, and we learn about the new tool we'll be using on our journey. The grab pack. Now, I want to be frank here, okay? This is one of the worst designed items in a video game I have ever seen. Right off the bat, it looks like a Dr. Seuss machine. It's strapped to your back, which has this giant container full of wire. At each end, the wire is connected to 2 giant hands, which are connected to these guns that are facing palms up. You basically give up your arms for 2 worse arms. So you'd probably think, what is this, supposed to be a dual-wielding grapple hook? No, that would be too cool for this game. It's mainly used to grab things from a faraway distance. It's not fun to use at all. The physics of this game make it so awkward. You also have to keep tabs of this icon in the middle of your screen. This indicates how much wire you can use when your hands are out. How is this possible though? I mean, the rope is connected to both hands of the container. They're not separated, so how the fuck do they shoot out? Also, this thing is bullshit. Most of the time, it won't grab onto any objects in the environment. It doesn't even make you stronger. This damn abomination is like a Swiss Army knife without any logic or reasoning. In every chapter, they give this thing new abilities, which makes me hate it even more. I'm gonna be making a list, so we'll just add on the abilities abilities for each chapter. So for now we have grab and hold on to items. When we first get the grab pack, it only has one hand, but we can now progress to the door that was blocked by the blue handprint. But wait, this isn't a toy? People actually use this damn thing for work? What a dumbass invention to work with. How would this thing be used in practice? It's like a glorified grabber convicts use to pick up garbage on the side of the road. Do they have certifications to use this thing? Or does Playtime Co. have a set of sweatshop style rules where it's every malnourished Thai child for themselves? Wearing this thing to work must be like doing the morning dance at Walmart. Playtime Co. isn't evil because of whatever killer robots they make at the time. They're evil for the sheer cruelty of making some poor schmuck wear this retarded device for $9.14 an hour. Honestly, if I see you wear this thing, I might kill you. So after opening the door, we enter a bigger room and we see the monster that caught the internet by storm. Huggywuggy. God, that's so gay. There he is, just standing in the middle of the room. I hope nothing spooky scary happens. It's not like the concept for this thing is that bad. If you read the description, it tells you why this toy was made. It was to hug kids with no parents. I like that. I think that's a really cool idea, to have a toy factory, but everything they make is for like a depressing reason. Like, imagine if they made a plush doll that trains you to dodge your dad's drunken fist. But Huggy is the only one with this background, and honestly, it's probably not the original intention. Let's access this panel over here. Oh no! The power! I guess I gotta go fix it now, but I need a key. Damn it. I wonder who has it. Oh look! Huggy has it! Fuck, thanks, dude. We go into the electrical room and we learn a new ability. Somehow, the damn grab pack conducts electricity. How is this safe? And how is this possible? Whatever, who gives a shit? Add it to the list. Now, this is where the so-called puzzles come in. You attach one hand to the electrical socket and then you wrap it around these pylons to create a connection. You have to do it one way or no way. And that's no fun, it feels like work. Not to mention, you can feel the tightness of the rope when you don't have enough length. Okay, I did the power, and now I'm gonna get out of here, and oh no! Huggy's gone! I told your damn ass I don't want to see no spooka-scary shit! While walking through the level, you'll see hints of him. I know what they're trying to do, but it doesn't work because we already know what the monster looks like, and it's a stupid one at that. There's another area where we need to find the red hand, and we gotta go collect these cubes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That was easy. After getting the red hand, you can now walk like Shaggy when he's running away from a monster. But now we can use the red hand and the blue hand to open up a small door near a conveyor belt. Now this is where having a silent protagonist doesn't work. Why would he enter here? This is clearly a hazard waiting to happen. Wouldn't he just go back to the main lobby? Well, if you go back, a big door blocks your path. So great, I guess I gotta go through here. The player then walks out of the conveyor belt and enters a build-a-toy room. We need to get the power going, even though the power is clearly on, to build a toy so that we can unlock the door to get out of here. So we gotta do another damn puzzle, and I hate this room in particular so much. I think the only thing I found amusing was that when I was connected to the wall and I accidentally fell, the rope saved me. If there were more things like this, maybe the grab pack would be more fun to use. But then again, there is no fall damage, so what's the point? Once you turn on the power and make your toy, you can exit out the door and oh fuck! Huggywuggy finally decides to eat your ass, but he's so slow that you can walk around him for as long as you like. He doesn't even try to grab you. Now look at this design, okay? This is not scary. Giving him sharp teeth does not make something scary. He looks high, if anything. Honestly, I can probably think of something even scarier than Huggywuggy.
Well, hello there. Are you looking for submissive and breedable plushies too? What's wrong? Didn't you want to get yiffed? I can see it in your eyes. Get over here.
I wonder why he gave us the key if he was just gonna eat us anyway. It's very confusing. Anyways, the player decides to crawl into another conveyor belt and a chase begins. Eventually you get out, but it's blocked and the only thing we have to do is drag this box down. The box collapses the floor and Huggy eats shit and dies. But look, there's the flower. That's the thing we were looking for. I like how we just stumbled across it by pure luck. I mean, tell me, how the fuck was he supposed to find this thing? Again, he doesn't talk and he just doesn't make any sound decisions. Did he just memorize the layout of the factory? What's weird is that this is clearly painted and out of place. Danger? Run? Looks safe to me. Of course, we enter the oh shit. Okay, what? I'm so confused. Why does this look like Hello Neighbor? Why don't I even know that? Anyways, we walk down the stairs and we go to this room with a doll. It's got a big ass head on it. We open it, and this is the end to chapter 1.
You opened my case.
I wonder where we go from here. I mean, there's very little information given to us to create a story, and I'm not sure what they were trying to go for. The silent protagonist is definitely gonna be a future problem. Remember in BioShock when you had Atlas to talk to you on the radio? I would rather have something like that or an inner monologue to help us understand this guy. Maybe chapter 2 will give us more insight, or make things worse.